The Dell XPS 15 2022 isn't an innovative or revolutionary laptop. Aside from internal components, it's almost exactly the same laptop we got in 2021. With that said, that machine ranks high on our best laptops and best Windows laptops list. This Dell laptop packs a 12th gen Intel Core CPU, an NVIDIA 30 series GPU, and a gorgeous OLED touchscreen. Starting at $1449, it's a little pricey, but it's hard to argue against its superb quality. I've tested a lot of laptops, and the 2002 Dell XPS 15 is now one of my favorites. I flirted with the idea of ditching Windows laptops for Apple, but the XPS 15 has made me rethink that stance. Not only is it capable of handling my regular workloads, but it's also quite good at gaming, which is something the MacBook Air M2 struggles with. In that regard, the Dell XPS 15 offers a fuller package. The Dell XPS 15 is available now for a starting price of $1449 on Dell's website. This configuration features a 12th gen Intel Core i5 processor, 16 gigs of RAM, a 512 gigabyte SSD, Intel UHD graphics, and a 15.6-inch full HD 60Hz display. The Dell XPS 15 is the definition of an ultrabook. Its machined aluminum chassis feels smooth and sturdy. It looks great at home or at the office. Except for the iconic Dell logo on its silver lid, the laptop is free of adornments. It's somewhat heavy at 4.2 pounds, but it's still light enough to carry around everywhere you go. The all-black interior features large keycaps and a spacious keyboard. Front-facing speakers flank the keyboard. The thin bezels surrounding the Infinity Edge display give the laptop another layer of elegance. For the lack of a better term, the Dell XPS 15 is a sexy laptop. The Dell XPS 15 has only 3 USB-C ports, 2 of which are Thunderbolt 4 for charging and connecting to peripherals and external displays. There's also a full-size SD card reader and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Unfortunately, the laptop doesn't have an abundance of ports. However, Dell packs a USB-A and Ethernet adapter with the XPS 15. Though this may still not be enough port for some people, it was plenty for my everyday use. Stream content and video games look fantastic on the Infinite Edge display. The large and vibrant 16:10 screen is ideal for scrolling through websites and for work. I was impressed by how cinematic the Wakanda Forever trailer appeared on a display. All of the various colors popped off the screen, especially in some of the battle scenes involving Namor the sub-narrator. The quick scene of the sun setting on the city of Wakanda displayed multiple hues of orange light contrasted with deep shadows. The XPS 15 registered an average brightness of 382 nits on our light meter. The Dell XPS 15 has some of the best laptop speakers I've heard. The punchy speakers are loud enough to fill an entire room while remaining crystal clear even at high volumes. Bass is usually disappointing on laptops, but the XPS 15 didn't disappoint in that area. From games, music to podcasts, I couldn't find much that didn't sound amazing on the laptop speakers. Thanks to its 12th gen Intel Core CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, and 512 gig SSD, the XPS 15 is more than capable of handling heavy workloads. The laptop never stuttered, even when I had over 20 open Chromebook tabs while running a YouTube video and chatting on Slack. This is a multitasking beast. Our XPS 15 review unit packs an RTX 3050 Ti graphics card, meaning it could also serve as a gaming laptop. When benchmarking Civilization 6 on the laptop, the game reached 40 frames per second at 3.5K resolution. The game ran at 60 FPS at 1080p resolution. While this particular title isn't technically demanding, those are still solid frame rates. For my own testing, I fired up Doom Eternal. Being an exceptionally optimized game, I wasn't surprised to see Doom Eternal run between 85 and 100 frames per second at medium settings. The game ran buttery smooth even when battles became chaotic. Though the Dell XPS 15 isn't specifically marketed as a gaming laptop, it sure makes for a competent gaming machine. It's certainly on par with dedicated gaming devices like the Alienware X14 in terms of performance. Aside from the low-key travel that allowed me to type effortlessly, my favorite feature was the soft texture carbon fiber covering the palm rests. It was a delight working on the laptop for hours at a time because of how great the typing experience was. Equally, the large touchpad gave me plenty of space to work with. It registered all of my swipes and gestures without a hitch. While everything about the XPS 15 screams quality, the same isn't true for its subpar 720p webcam. I looked grainy and washed out, even in a well-lit environment. A webcam of this caliber is unacceptable. We weren't enthused with the Dell XPS 15 2021's 7-hour battery life. Thankfully, this year's model lasts a little bit longer. While the latest XPS 15 doesn't boast the longest lasting battery life, it should be sufficient enough to get you through an entire workday. The Dell XPS line of laptops has long been regarded as the pinnacle of portable Windows computing. The Dell XPS 15 continues its legacy of excellence by offering a machine that's superb for work and for play. Even if it isn't shaking up the computing world with never before seen features, there's something to be said for a dependable laptop that does exactly what it needs to. But if you're not convinced the XPS 15 is for you or don't want a Windows laptop, then you can consider the MacBook Air M2. For Tom's Guide, this has been Tony Polanco. See you around.